So today I'll be telling you guys that how can we use or how should we use how to operate a chainsaw machine. First of all, there are two main parts. This is the fuel part, and this is where we put the oil, mobile oil, or you can use used car engine oil, or you can purchase uh, any sort of mobile oil which we use in motorcycles or vehicles or anything. But here we'll be using fuel, that's petrol mixed with mobile oil. The recommended oil which we use is Shell Advance, which we have to mix in this box, in this fuel box, where we will. This is the chamber where my hand is. We'll be filling in mobile oil, and another chamber is where we will be pouring the fuel. And there is a gauge which I'll be showing you. It's over here. Here it's visible up to 10 ml, and here it's up. You have to fill it with up till this mark, and the petrol must be fueled up till this mark. And what we will be doing is, so we'll be checking our fuel, that how much fuel do we have inside our machine. Yes, there is some fuel which we can use, and the other part is where we will be adding the oil. There's quite much oil in it, so you guys need to make sure that these blades are clean and your blade is not too loose. Here we have a safety option. uh, when we It's just like a clutch. You press it, then the machine stops. It's like a lock. You cannot start your machine if you can't press it. If first you have to press this part, hold it like this, then this is the acceleration part, where you will be accelerating your machine. And if you have to stop, you can either pull this part, or there's a switch which is like this. You press it upwards. So today we will be talking about using a chainsaw machine. Using chainsaw machine is very easy. There are two parts basically. There are two chambers. One is the fuel part, another is the oil part. Okay, and this is the ring which will be pulling to start a machine. This is the air filter. This is this part is to stop our machine. You stop it like this, and this is the acceleration. So what we need to make sure about is that our machine is clean, these blades are clean. So what we'll be doing is that we'll be tightening our nuts using this equipment. So what we'll be doing is we'll be tightening our machine using this, just like this. And you guys need to make sure that your blades are clean. They are not so tight, they must be a little loose, so that machine can work properly. And this is the front chamber. This also needs to be very clean. We'll be cleaning it up before using it. And here we go. We have to mix oil in a proper ratio. This is the chamber where we'll be putting our oil. This is the chamber where we'll be putting our fuel. This is the oil which we'll be using, Shell Advance, or you can use even this oil if you want to. And we'll be putting it this chamber. Now I'll be showing you that how I'll be using this can fly chainsaw machine. And the assembly is also not that hard. My next video will be on assembling this machine. You'll be getting certain set of tools that includes these L keys, screwdriver, and this equipment which we can use to tighten it. These nuts, this nut, and this nut. From this nut, when we tighten this nut, what happens is that our blade gets tight, and this nut is used to open, these two nuts are used to open this chamber from when we need to change our chain. So what we will be doing is opening both these nuts. This part will get separate. We'll put our chain on our blade and we'll tighten using this screw over here. This is the acceleration, this is the anti-lock system, and this is our air filter, which needs to be cleaned after every use. Let me open it and show you. As you can see, our air filter is very dirty, which needs to clean up, and I'll be cleaning it up before using it. And here we go, habibi. So we have cleaned our air filter using this cloth, and we will be blowing this filter from inside outside to clean. This is the main part, and you guys need to be very sure that your air filter is clean, or you will end up in losing up your machine. So we'll be adding it up like this, and here we fucking go. Yalla, yalla, yalla. And here we go, we have tightened our machine. What will be you have to always hold your machine like this from this part. And here we go, this is our machine, and I'll be operating it and showing it to you. Make sure when you buy a chainsaw machine, you need to make sure that your machine is heavy enough. If your machine is heavy enough, that means that your machine is of good quality. And this was assembly of our chainsaw. Next thing we're gonna do is we are gonna open up and top up our fuel and our oil, and clean up our chain, because cleaning the chain is really important. This blade needs to be cleaned, the front part needs to be cleaned. Here we go, here we go, and here we go. And make sure if your machine is getting a bit hot, what you can do is you can just close it, switch it off for like half an hour, then you can use it again. So guys, I'll be telling you how to make a plough. This is a plough which we use in our field, and this is the wood behind to level our land. As you guys can see, it's quite a bit long than usual one. So what we have to do is we have to adjust it at around like 7 foot. So we'll be using our chainsaw machine to cut this part, because this part seems to be more damaged. So we'll be cutting it from here. This is our plough. It costs around 1,25,000 rupees in Pakistani PKR, and this piece costs around like 10,000 rupees PKR. So guys, we have done a wonderful job. We have cut this wooden plough from this end, and here are our results. I think it has done a beautiful job. So today I'll be telling you how to